Capricorn, Happy New Year. This is going to be a general message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 1st to the 5th. A little bit of a short week. We'll go into next week when we have a fresh week. I already did deal with the energies for the end of this week. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's get right into this. I'm going to pull a crowning energy for you guys, and then we're going to pull your gifts and some challenges for the week. And then I'll pull a love oracle at the end, and then a closing energy. Okay, I hope you guys are doing great. We have a really beautiful week, honestly, I think, set up here. On the first, we have the Moon in Pisces, trine Mars in Scorpio. So, I mean, I just really like the energy of the Moon here in Pisces is understanding and caring, and it's a little like meandering, but still we see our responsibilities in a much better light, and we're going to be feeling confident about fulfilling them. The Moon's aspects on the first are about opening opportunities and possibilities for understanding and cooperating with each other. You know, we tend to really connect to a higher purpose and feel more optimistic in this energy. So we do like it. We're going to have lots of support for problem solving, learning new skills. We have Two of Fire, Two of Wands is your crowning. This is about you really getting into the planning phase of this next cycle of your life. How cool is that? Yeah, there's a lot of good energy for this, you know. We really have a lot of good energy, you know, to solve problems, to learn new things, to share ideas, to think about things differently. Because we have the new moon in Aries at around 11 p.m. that night, and that's going to make us feel really excited and ready on very much a soul level to move forward and to take on new things. So the moon is void, of course, for a couple of hours before that, which I think is a great energy for thinking, since there are no aspects really getting in the way. We don't do crownings and reversals. Oh my gosh, look at that. So your blessing is the Empress energy, which is all about growth. Beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful. This is about, we have Mercury conjuncting Jupiter in the second, which is about new perspectives, optimistic energy for planning and doing and dotting I's and crossing T's. And isn't that the Empress energy is about growth and moving forward? Taking care of what needs to be done and growing. Like it, right? And then on the third, we have Mars entering Sag. And that's going to be like a 6-week stint there. So with Sagittarius Mars, our actions are motivated by our ideals. So you're going to feel a real kind of like, let's go, kind of restless wanderlust, wanting to start something new, do something new. Again, I'm just warning everybody, just be realistic during this energy. So many good things are going to come out of it, but you just don't want to be unrealistic while you have such a strong fire in your belly. That's really beautiful. And then your challenge is the Emperor. How about that? We have the Empress as the blessing, as your gift, and then we have the Emperor as your challenge. So let's see what we get out of that. So, you know, the Emperor energy is, the challenge will be either somebody external to you that is somebody who would be quite domineering, okay? But this can also be, your challenge could be feeling like you're in complete control of your life. You know, really feeling like 100% confident that you are leading your path in the best way possible. Because we do have the Two of Fire, and Two of Fire is Two of Wands, and this is about you recognizing that where you've been is no more. And this is you really planning the next leg of your path. This is so good, though. This is very positive. And there's a lot of passion here, and you're motivated, but you're just like, okay, but where's my first footstep going? Exactly. You know, and in the monthly, I did talk about how we do need to really try to focus the best we can on the whys instead of the hows right now, or the whats. At least recognizing if something's staying in the past, which it is, why is it staying back there? So that you don't repeat that same kind of cycle, that same kind of energy. You don't want to bring that energy moving forward. But I got to tell you, Capricorn, I mean, this is such a positive time for you guys. It really, really is. Depending on which deacon you were born in. For those of you guys who know your deacons, that would be the degrees. You know how we do, it's like, you know, 30 degrees is broken up into thirds, right? As far as your placements. So yeah, for those of you who are in those first 10 degrees, you might be feeling this a lot stronger. just with a little more challenge, but overall, honestly, this is a great energy now moving forward for Capricorn. Because Capricorn, the Saturn energy, you like it. Saturn rules you. See, this is like, you're comfortable here. You're good. And you have all of these big players in the sky helping you out. So, Empress energy, growing, building. Okay. A lot of reversals here. Okay, so the Chariot reverse could just be you maybe not being fully realistic with yourself about where you're going. Because the Chariot is about moving forward to a really great space that speaks to a home element. And it's the metaphorical home, like you're on the path that feels right to you, that feels right to your soul. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have the energy here is for growth, but you want to make sure that you're being very realistic and that you're being really open and honest with yourself about what you know to be true. And then look at this, because it's a different deck. We have the Empress reverse. So the Empress reverse here is you getting in touch with your insecurities right now. And this is a great energy this week to do it. Really getting front and center with any insecurities that you've been feeling about where you might have been blocking yourself, or getting real with who's been blocking you. All right, you just getting really honest with that and recognizing that this new site, because Ace of Pentacles, even in the reverse, it's still positive. It just means not yet. And this is showing you are very heavy duty entrenched in the incubation process, Capricorn, right now. The beginning of this month, a lot of you are just incubating. You're just formulating these ideas and these intentions and these passions. There's this there's a dotting of the I's and the crossing of the T's. I mean, this is what I said. Like, this January 2nd, Mercury conjunct Jupiter is just you finishing up whatever needs to be finished up so that this new cycle can happen. That's definitely what I get here. Yeah. This is where you're going to be recognizing front and center where things have been imbalanced, unjust in your life. Yeah, and what you need to do in order to turn that around. This is you cleaning house. You really, really cleaning house. And the Four of Swords reverse is you saying, like, you know what? I'm not bringing you with me. Whatever it is that you're closing out, you're not bringing with you. And this is you identifying the truths of what you've been living up to this cycle in your life, and you making a very conscious decision to leave it in 2019. Like, bye, I got to kick you into last year, into the last decade. You're not coming with me. So there's a lot of internal house cleaning here, for sure. But to have the Empress, it's all to bring you to that next level. It's the closing out and the cleaning up and the getting realistic with yourself and really being very, very realistic and hardcore honest with yourself about any areas in your life that you feel like maybe you have chosen not to see the red flags, you've chosen not to be totally honest, all of that. You're really going to be embracing it. And I can't tell you how positive that is, because it's through this Empress energy that you're going to be coming up with all of the ideas that you need to move yourself forward on this new path. Again, very strong vibe of incubating your new life. It's formulating. It's formulating for sure. Okay, and then we have the Emperor energy. Okay. The Emperor energy. Yeah. It's a challenge. I mean, I get it. Because when you're in the incubation phase, you don't have it all figured out yet. And Capricorns really don't like that as the archetype. It's like, I'm working really hard. I'm really ready for the change. I'm really ready for the evolving of this situation. Now, again, some of you might be dealing with a very strong personality in your life. So let's see what we get, and we'll read it both ways. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, this is you recognizing that you're just not getting what you need out of whatever this is relating to. So you're not getting what you need out of this relationship, out of this friendship, out of this connection with family. You're not making enough money at this job. You're just not. You know that. you're not respected. You don't get the respect that you deserve, and you know the result of that is that you're not gonna end up having victory within this situation. And we have the Magician. So the Magician is really you not seeing something that is getting in your way. There's an obstacle. Now you could be getting in your own way, Capricorn, for sure. Or this can be somebody external to you that's really getting in your way from you being able to move forward in something. But it's definitely a block. There's a block here. Let me pull the cards and then see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, Seven of Swords energy. So someone, I'm going to say someone. Yeah, for sure. Someone is getting in your way. I mean, Seven of Swords, we talk about this a lot. It's the card of thievery. And when we're talking about swords, which is truth in words, it has to do with somebody coming in and bastardizing your words and bastardizing what it is that you believe to be true and all of this. It's that deflection. It's the gaslighting. It's all of that. But it's really about like a battle of the perspectives. And it is arguing here. And the Magician reverse, it's very much a trickster energy, the Magician reverse. This is somebody not being on the up and up with you, or you not being really totally honest with yourself. If this is getting bad advice, just not, it's just like not a healthy energy. It's not a healthy vibe. And you're recognizing all of this, Capricorn. You're totally recognizing all of this. You're not going to get what you need out of this situation. You don't feel respected. This person, you don't trust them, and there's kind of this arguing, what's real, what's not, what's true, what's not. You really don't want to deal with it because you're the King of Pentacles, and you are the King of Pentacles, Capricorn. I mean, you just are. It's King of Pentacles. This is you just saying, you know what, I'm ready to end all of this. I'm ready to close that chapter in my life. I'm ready to bring myself better. I really am. And this is the thing. This doesn't even have to be oh so dramatic. This could really just be you being front and center saying, you know what, I don't like how I feel in this situation anymore. I don't resonate with it. Maybe I did it one time. I don't right now. If it's this relationship, it's this friendship, if it's this family connection, if it's a job. And it's you recognizing, you know what, I got to be honest with myself. I have to look at the red flags. They're not showing up the way I need them to show up. They're just not. They're not. And I don't feel like I'm being respected. Something I don't trust about them. So it's time for me to go and really bring myself what I need on every level. As far as, and I like about the King of Pentacles is it's a court card. So it can be you or somebody else. It can also be an external situation. So for some of you, if this is an end of a relationship, this could certainly mean you guys meeting a King of Pentacles energy, which is somebody who completely understands and gets, they understand and they get what a healthy connection is supposed to be like emotionally, physically, mentally, and they have their money together and they're together, right? They just are. For those of you, if it has to do with a job, this means that you're going to be entering into a situation where you're at least going to be realizing a better way of making money, a better path for you regarding that, right? And for many of you, it's going to be recognizing like the best way for me to deal with this family situation or this friendship situation, excuse me, is to love you from a distance, right? Because this is just not a good energy, right? And so it's you kind of having a lot of self-respect. So, I mean, I like that, but it's not going to be the easiest for you because you're going to feel a little unfooted while you're going through it, but I feel like it's going to come to you quite quickly. It really is. And guys, the energies could be flip-flopped. We always have to give those disclaimers. And also the energy doesn't understand the difference from Monday to Tuesday. So some of you might be in this space right now or it might hit a little later. But let's pull a love card, a love oracle, for those of you who are in relationship. Now, before I pull this card, I do want to explain to you guys the way this type of reading works. This could be one energy, and this could be a totally separate energy. Meaning the Empress energy, this could have to do with your life in general, and this could have to do with a relationship. Or this could have to do with the relationship, and this could have to do with work. These do not necessarily connect, all right? Because that's not reality. Reality is not like that, We have our work situations, we have our friendships, we have our family situations, we have our intimate life, we have all of the different components of our life, right? So you're going to apply these messages however they best resonate with you. But regardless, the overall energy of the week is two of fire. And I like that because that's a recognition that something needs to end. There's a new beginning right there, and you're feeling really good and happy about it. So let's pull for those of you. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay. I mean, I do like that. Absolutely. Those of you in relationship. Okay. Those of you possibly reconnecting. Okay. Definitely. Nice, nice. Embrace each other through. You find the missing pieces. So that's a nice closing energy for those of you who are understanding any part of this reading having to do with an intimate relationship. But let's pull a closing energy for Capricorn in general. Okay, those of you in general, closing energy. Messenger of water. I love it. You're getting a message in this week that has to do with something that's going to speak to your heart space. So for some of you, it's hearing from an old friend. For some of you, it's going to be reconnection. For some of you, it's going to be a job offer coming in or an idea that's going to be occurring to you that's clear as day. It's like an epiphany moment of where you need to go next. But there's a message coming in. This could be intuitively. This could be through a 3D message having to do with text, email, phone call. This could have to do with running into somebody. This could have to do with hearing a song and it kicking up some sort of reflection in your mind and you making the decision to reach out to somebody, right? Anything like that, totally positive. This is a great reading. I really like it. It's empowering for you, Capricorn. It might be a little uncomfortable for a minute, but this is so empowering and you're getting very real and honest and really getting going on this next phase of your life. So really like this for you. Thanks so much for joining me and I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye-bye.